Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants, ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
An extremely durable player, had 210 consecutive starts in the NFL before missing one in 2017. And when you have to deal with him in the playoffs and a Super Bowl's on the line, Eli Manning's at the top of his game.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And his first pass is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
Let's spotlight Odell Beckham Jr., who had a 1,000-yard season his first year in the league, despite not playing a full season, and that announced his presence with authority. How about this? The former cover athlete from Madden NFL 16, he's done nothing but pile up 1,000-yard seasons since.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short is really rounded into being one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. And what I really like about his game are his hands. When he gets his hands on an opposing blocker and locks out, he's going to end up winning that battle and either getting to the quarterback or taking down a ball carrier.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Manning to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots. The big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Cam, option left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Newton to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Manning now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Manning now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Manning again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Manning over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Manning to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Newton. That is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Barner. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Newton on third down. Got him, and it's right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
To throw on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 6 there on first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Manning now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He juked him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A handoff to Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. But the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back, and that's exactly what we saw there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Newton's going to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Come on now.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.